Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more of The Witcher. Last time we came to this nice fancy sort of gathering where all the nice wealthy and corrupt people are hanging out and talking, and that's basically what we're doing. We're kind of just here at this event, I guess intel gathering and such. We spent a lot of time talking to Tyler over here in the corner. Now you'll notice he's in a different place than he was at the end of the last episode. It's because I went and I grabbed, I reloaded a previous save because I want to see what Princess Ada says if we don't offend her. Now I'm not going to keep these changes. This is solely for, we'll say, curiosity's sake, and then we will resume with the save with the choices we made in the last game as continuing to be canon. But I kind of wanted to know what she had to say because we've got a history with this character. So let's try this conversation again, being a little bit more, we'll say, delicate.
Milady, allow me to present the sorceress Triss Marigold, and...
Duet, I know who stands before me. We know each other, do we not, Witcher?
One could say so, Princess.
A princess indeed, though I do not always feel like one. So many duties. You could not imagine, Witcher. Why do you stare? Is my dress displeasing?
Forgive me, milady, but even the finest dress would pale in comparison to you.
Mind your tongue, mutant.
Duet, I will decide if and when I am offended.
Your Highness, he is an aberration.
Silence. It was a nicety. Leave us for now.
All right, so not a huge difference. So let's just go ahead and load the game and continue where we left off last time. All right, here we are. So as of last time, dude, you look like you may have had a little bit too much to drink. So we finished talking with Tyler, and I fear we'll say, work our way back around the room, back across to everybody. And I'm wondering why my frame rate is so bad. It really shouldn't be hitting me this hard. Anyways, let's resume.
The nobles were hit hardest by the plague.
All right, let's try this again. Hey, how's it going?
Witcher, you may approach. Duet, fetch me some wine. From that page boy at the end of the room.
Your Highness?
We may speak freely now. Geralt, tell me about witchers, and please, don't hide behind your code.
What are you asking, milady?
What is your view on politics? To me, politics is like an encounter with a lover. Would you agree?
All right, so basically at this point we've kind of this. I think this is one of these decisions where we have to be careful how much information we actually give out. Now she's telling us not to hide behind our code, and this is an interesting thing for me because one, it's a nice decision from we'll say a game development perspective because it allows the player who might not know the history of Geralt to sort of because Geralt tends to be so driven by his code, and we'll say the character, basically from what I've read anyways, so far, I haven't read all the books yet, but from what I've read and stuff, and from what we've played, he does tend to sort of stick to a code, and it's not so much, there's not so much personality. Like, he has personality, but not a lot of it comes to the surface, so it allows people to sort of project themselves onto the character, while still sort of maintaining a, while still being true to Geralt. Now, anyways, view on politics. It's like an encounter with a lover. Not entirely. The similarities are evident, or I am impressed by the comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at the fine arts, Your Highness? I also like this question because it's got me sitting here thinking. I'm like, do I agree with it? Like, really, how would I view politics? You know, what are politics? Well, let's break this down, okay? Let's see, how do I view politics? Politics is basically, it's kind of a popularity contest, is it not? You're basically trying to appeal to someone's values or emotion or something. Basically, you were trying to make yourself likable to somebody else. It's basically people-pleasing at its highest. I guess that's kind of a way to do it. Like, that's a very... because people are gonna to hear that, and they're gonna have a very... They're gonna paint their own picture of who I am, And I feel like that's a very simplified view. Like, it's easy to go ahead and say that, but there's a lot more, we'll say, nuance to it than that. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, if I really should be thinking this deeply about things, but that's just how I am. I tend to try to want to pick things apart. So, like, when she says it's like an encounter with a lover, in what way do they mean? Does she mean that? Is it the emotional side? Is it we'll say more of a factual thing? Like, is it like, what do you mean by encounter exactly? To me, it's I'm not exactly seeing the comparison. Like, I suppose you could. If you want to twist things, or, you know, kind of flip things on top of their heads, you know, chop out a part and start replacing things here and there, you know, eventually you can convolute anything to sort of relate back to anything else you really want. So I don't. I'm gonna go with not entirely. To me, it's too much of a generalization.
Not entirely.
But look around the room. People whispering in each other's ears, tongues flapping. Tongues, tongues, tongues.
Okay. Question mark, or ahem, forgive me, Your Highness. I'm just I would love it if Geralt actually said, question mark. I'm just gonna go with the top one. We're gonna stay silent.
Never mind. Back to our lovers ambulating about the room. You see, Witcher, politics is not unlike a tryst. It begins with foreplay, glances, conversations. Behold that witch with Leuwarden. Now look to our noble Erkin in the courtiers. The dance grows bolder, fondling and such. Then one is consumed by the desire to come together roughly, like animals. Finally, one is left with sad, passionless copulation. Velerad and Duet, for instance.
Excuse me, Your Highness. Sore throat.
We are adults, Geralt. We both know the desires of men.
Well, I feel that's kind of a generalization again. Okay, not all men. I have no desire to meddle in politics, for instance. That's true, that is true. Geralt himself is an example of somebody, well, in some respects anyways. You may be right. Your Highness, power, sex, power, they both come down to one thing. Effing others. If you're new to the channel, I try to keep, we'll say, at least my own speech, a little bit more, we'll say, censored. Let's see, what do we, even if the game comes out and says it, whatever. It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. I'm gonna go with the top one. Like, I kind of like the, no, actually, I'm not that crazy, but I was gonna say, I like the punchline, like the basic, the big hit at the bottom, about, you know, how it's basically about, you know, screwing each other over. But it's not, that's not always the case. That's not how I view it. So we're gonna actually, we'll say, respond to the statement about men, because we as Geralt are obviously a contradiction to her statement in a way, but she's gonna have something witty to come back at us with. But let's try it.
Not all men. I have no desire to meddle in politics, for instance.
So what are you doing here, where everyone meddles and schemes?
I'm looking for monsters. That's really it. Well, let's see. Everyone meddles and schemes. Well, you're right, Princess. I'm trying to learn who's scheming and why. I'm just here with Triss. To be very honest, that is the reason why we are here. We just, we're tagging along. If we happen to find a monster, we kill it. That's basically it. That's basically it. Now, if we say that we're here with Triss, yeah, we're not really meddling or scheming. She might be, and we're simply a piece. We're a pawn. We're something being played by her. Now, I could see that, but still, ultimately, it's not Geralt's. Oh, but if I go here, I'm here with Triss. Then she goes ahead and she says, well, there you go. The desires of men. Ha 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 ha. Why do you follow after her? Ha 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 ha. And she thinks she's got me, but the real fact is like, it's the only familiar person we know, and the game is obviously railroading us in this direction, so that's why we went along with it. And obviously we have a history with Triss, but whatever. I'm not sure I know. Nah, that sounds. I don't think that's the kind of answer I necessarily want to give, because that basically lets her win. I've got to know. I feel kind of like I need to prove her wrong for some reason. There's something about this that I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's one of those. It's one of those characters, like her little speech thing about like, oh, I am so in tune with things. I mean, she's not wrong. But part of me is just like, no, I have to prove her wrong for some reason. You're right, Princess. I'm trying to learn who's scheming and why. Now, I think I'm denying it myself, but technically we are here to learn who's scheming, because how else do we find a monster? But that's not really the reason why we're here. But then again, we're after the salamanders. So we're after Salamandra. And to be after Salamandra, we would need to learn who's scheming and why. Could that be more of a motivation than I'm just here with Triss? Do we admit that the princess is right? See, I changed my tune real quick. I'm like, I need to prove her wrong because I feel like she's wrong. And now I'm like, oh no, I think she's right. All right, let's get political. Let's do our own scheming and stuff. We don't want to we don't want to give her any information. I'm here with Triss. That's right, because Triss warned us not to give any information, and I actually agree. I think that's a good thing, because Geralt himself would not want to get embroiled in the politics. So simply, let's pass off the onus of anything that happens onto Triss. Yeah, sure. Well, let's do that.
I'm here with Triss.
That doesn't interest me. As a matter of fact, you've spoiled my evening.
Forgive me, Princess. I didn't mean...
Apology not accepted. Out of my sight. Duet, we're leaving.
Later.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
And?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
Okay. I'm looking at these conversations. She's like, I'm ready to go. She's like bouncing around a bit. I'm looking at these topics. I'm like, what's the gift of Lara? I don't even know if that's been mentioned at any point. So I'm not sure why we would be asking that. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Maybe that's why we need to ask. It's like, I don't know what the gift of Lara is. Tell me what is it? But we don't even, was it mentioned somewhere? Not finding this party dull? Or about my identity? I don't feel like this is the time to be asking about my identity, but, alright, let's ask about the dullness, I guess.
Not finding this party dull.
Anything more interesting in mind?
Killing monsters.
Girl. At home.
We're gonna kill monsters at home? No, come back! No!
Witcher.
What's the gift of Lara?
A long, complex story, but I'll keep it short. Lara Doranep Sheadal was no normal elf, more like a genetic bomb. She was to couple with another genetically special individual and bear an even more exceptional child. But that never happened. Lara fell in love with Cregennan of Lod, a mage, a human. Lara and Cregennin's children, known as those of Elder Blood, proved hard to follow. Thus the sorcerers who had hatched the plan lost control of their precious gene.
Okay, yeah, I'm following. I'm totally following this. I know exactly what you're talking about, because... okay, that's my one... I really enjoy the game. I really enjoy The Witcher. I like the world. I'm liking the story. I actually kind of like the gameplay. Actually, more than kinda. I actually do like the gameplay. There's a certain bit of strategy to it. But I've got to say, I think they could have used a little bit more testing with, we'll say, the sequencing of things, because I find I'm stumbling over information at different points in different ways, and it's really hard to follow the story at times. Like, I like the story when I can piece it together, but I'm having a hard time doing that. Alright, well, we'll ask about the last thing, and then we'll go talk to Declan.
About my identity.
Any progress?
I'm still analyzing.
That was great. We totally... it was a good idea to talk to her about our identity. Oh, Declan, Luvalden, how are you doing?
I'm glad you've come.
What is it?
The old saying goes, any enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Get to the point.
Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say.
Let me guess. You have dirty work needs doing and thought a witcher with amnesia perfect for the job.
Exactly. Will you help destroy Salamandra?
Well, that's kind of what we're here for. Like, I just said that not too long ago. Yes. Maybe? Like, we are trying to destroy Salamandra, right? Salamandra is a... Oh, crap. What if it's not an evil organization? What if, like, the Salamandra are the good guys, and at the very end it's gonna be like, ha-ha! Just kidding! You're the bad guy, Geralt! And I'm like, no! No, they were kind of jerks, and I'm kind of out for Azar Javed and the professor, so... Alright, I'll help. But it hardly means we're friends.
I'll help, but it hardly means we're friends.
Wonderful. It's as we've heard. All secret societies need gold. Fistek yields the largest profits for Salamander. Our spies say there's a new Salamander camp in the swamps. The herbs are harvested, then conducted to another base in Vizima's temple quarter.
A swamp and slums again. Great.
We're confident you can destroy both camps. If you discover papers, evidence that might aid us, return to me.
Yes, sir. Permission to commence mission, sir.
Both camps are new, without sure defenses. A simple matter for you. The Salamanders would slaughter groups of humans easily.
Much simpler to sacrifice one witcher. I'll return once I have new information.
See me tomorrow if you need help. Triss obtained this formula especially for you.
What? I got a new form for White Rafford something. I went too by too quick. I need to new quest. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we just got quest-wise. We already destroyed one of the camps. I'm going to be really upset if the formula. Oh, there we go. Our quest completed. A posh reception. We're done. Haha, posh. Pish posh. If this new formula would help us with the camps here. What was it called? Crap. What were you called? Darn it, I don't know. There we go. Sorry, it was an inventory item. He didn't beam the recipe into our heads. So we got the formula for White Rafford's decoction. Contains the formula for White Rafford's decoction, which restores lost vitality. Is this like an instant swallow type thing? Let's read it. Restores some lost vitality. So I'm guessing that's more of like an instant healing potion, whereas Swallow, if I'm recalling correctly, it's more of a, it significantly increases vitality regeneration. So that tells me that we're going to be maybe in a situation where we need to get our health back quick. Actually, that probably would have just been overall helpful going into the camp. Now, we've already destroyed one of the camps. Does that mean we have to necessarily go back and destroy it again, or let me see, identity. Okay, yeah, we already saw that. Taylor asked what motivates me. We did this last time. That got me thinking about myself. I realized I want to punish the bastards who came after me, who tried to kill or cross me. No doubt about it. I'm after Salamandra, and it's personal. Okay. Following the thread. Luvarden asked me to pursue an investigation in the Temple Quarter. If I have any problems, I should see him again to gain. Should see him to gain more information. Luvarden suggested I speak with Jethro. No, he didn't, but all right. Who is a Fistek addict and must have a source. Salamandra is involved in Fistek trade. I'm supposed to pursue an investigation in the Temple Quarter. I should speak to Jethro now. Let me see the past phases. No, okay. Reaping time. Luvarden asked me to pursue the investigation in the swamp. I should see Vaska, the brickmaker's leader. She may have some information. I should talk to Vaska. Okay. And lock and key. Luvarden asked me to infiltrate the local Salamandra cells. I can pursue that only once I've completed my investigation of the Temple Quarter and the swamp. I should find some of Salamandra's documents in both places. Yeah, so there's a good chance we might need to go back to the swamp for that. Now, we've technically already gone to the swamp. We just kind of got back from it. We'll go talk to Jethro back in the Temple Quarter. I think that's probably That's probably the next, that's probably the best next place to go. But before we do so, why don't we go ahead and talk to everybody else, here? Are we done, with you, dialogue-wise there, Triss? Yes, we are.
Nilfgaardian cuisine is not so bad. The chambermaids are quite fetching, too.
Sure. Okay, mysterious nobleman. There's a dresser. Hey, what do you got in the dresser? Ooh. Potion base. Sorry. Got 2 potion bases. I've got a fish. I like a fish. And, some light alcohols. You gonna say the same thing?
Cheese is most exquisite with a red SS Toussaint, 1228.
Sure, okay. Whatever you say, guy. Are we done?
Princess Ada should marry.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Triss Merigold is the most beautiful woman in the world.
She's like, I'm right here, guys.
Ada looks divine, even if she's a bit thin for my liking.
Alright, anything through the door this time? We've already looted everything in here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're done. Let's go back down to the ground floor. Oh, Luvarden is still here. Actually, are we done with Luvarden?
We need time. Return later.
Okay, sure. Alright, let's go talk to Jethro over in the Temple District. And then that should, I should
try that.
I don't know. That'll do something. Dandelion, actually, before we leave, do you have anything else to add, or say, or sing about? I feel like we've asked these things before. But why are they blue again? I'm pretty sure we've asked these before.
See you.
Oh.
Out of the pan into the oven, then the fire, and now a witcher.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and quick save, because something doesn't look good here. Is Tyler in trouble? I think he might be in trouble. Hi everyone, how's it going?
Geralt, don't listen to that piss-swilling cheat.
What's wrong, Tyler?
He's involved. The counterfeit royal edicts.
But I thought...
Where do you get the royal seal, you ball-licking bastard?
How dare you accuse me, mongrel?
You believe the seal's fake?
Clearly. If this is a royal edict, where's Foltest's signature? Geralt, this is a provocation.
The king need not sign every edict. The seal is authentic.
You lie, DeWitt. I can prove it and you'll hang.
You can prove nothing. Surrender and live. Stay out of this, Witcher.
Never. You won't take me alive, you bastards.
Okay, can we hear? I want to hear both sides before we decide here. I want to side with Taller? Taylor? Taller? Yeah, we'll just say, Taller. I do want to hear both sides. I do like information. Crap, there was, a thing we found in the chest last time. What was it? It was about, something about counterfeits, was it not? And then something about dealing with the Witcher. Okay, I'll hear both sides.
I'll hear both sides.
Okay. Talk.
Witcher, reveal yourself as an honest man or a coward.
What do you want, DeWitt?
That scoundrel Taller. He refuses to abide by a royal edict.
What edict?
The royal edict bearing the very seal of our merciful ruler Foltest that strips him of his position. By the authority vested in me, etc., etc., Taller is hereby dismissed from his position as head of the Temerian Intelligence Service.
And Taller objects? You're kidding?
Yes. Show yourself a real patriot. Kill that pleb.
Damn lies. The edict is a fake. This dickless, brainless, sellout zealot burns to see me eliminated.
Silence, lice-ridden scab. You will hang, traitor. Geralt, bring me that pleb. He needn't be in one piece.
I'll hear both sides.
Alright, let's hear what Tuller's got to say.
Made your decision?
Oh, crap.
I'll hear both sides.
Okay. So there's apparently an edict that strips Taller of his position as the spy guy. Let's take a look at our journal really quick. I want to see if there's any little bits of information. Now, Immediately, I want to side with Toller just because we have got more rapport with him. So I'm naturally more inclined to want to. Actually, that's an interesting thought. The edict only stripped him of his position, but it didn't say anything about killing him. Correct? So why are they trying to kill Toller? You know, even just from that perspective, even if I'm following the letter of the law, even if the edict is correct, there is nothing in the edict or something that would cause me to, even by the letter of the law, there's nothing that should compel me to kill Toller. That doesn't make any sense. Roderick DeWitt. Let me see. I met Count DeWitt at Luvarden's reception. He hails from Nilfgaard, belongs to the Order of the Flaming Rose, and advises King Foltest on behalf of the Order. He's exceptionally loathsome and arrogant, and he came to hate me from the moment we met. Nice. DeWitt arrived at the party in the company of Princess Ada. I sensed there was something going on between them. DeWitt turned out to be the sworn enemy of Toller, the chief of the Temerian Intelligence Service. Now, Temerian. He hails from Nilfgaard. Oh man, I gotta work on my geography. Nilfgaard. What is Nilfgaard? Do we have Nilfgaard? I want maybe a glossary will help me here. Nilfgaard. What is Nilfgaard? Are there maps or something here? Okay, Temeria's population is not exclusively human. It also includes dwarves, elves, gnomes, and dryads. After the devastating war with Nilfgaard, many areas are haunted by monsters. Now, war with Nilfgaard. Temeria. Temeria is the land that we're in, correct? Yes, because Vizima is right at the heart, I believe. Well, we see it right here. See, you know, Temeria! There's Vizima. So this tells me here that Nilfgaard and Temeria were at war. So that's two different places, right? The capital of Temeria is Vizima. Yeah, right here. So, right there we see a motivation. We know that if Roderick hails from Nilfgaard, he might actually be an actor working against Temeria. All right, so that's actually that's working against him. Now let me take a look at Toller. I want to see what the character will say information for him says. In the temple quarter of Vizima lives a fence named Toller. He has many things that belonged to Berengar and also deals in illegal goods. The fence is a repulsive man and uses particularly foul language. During the day, he can be found in his store, which is located in a house in the temple quarter. Toller put Berengar's Witcher equipment up for sale. I wonder how he acquired these things. The fence's circle of influence is really wide. It also includes city guards. Toller is interested in the political situation in Vizima. He's also investigating an important case involving forgeries. Now, here's a motive. If he's on the trail of whoever the forger is, the forger might want him dead. That said, he could also be using this as a cover to commit the forgeries. To my surprise, Toller the Fence was invited to Luvarden's reception, at which only the rich and influential were present because he is a spy, and he's a direct operative for the king. Now, in our inventory, we did, where was that thing we got? We found a note, an arrest warrant. That's all. Okay, no, that's not what we're looking for. Mysterious note. The cast was done according to the guidelines and the craftsman is already gone for good. Make sure that all the other traces vanish. Nobody should be able to prove that we are responsible for the forgery or find a connection between me and your superior. You know what to do about the rest. Take care of the Witcher. Now, when they say the Witcher, are they referring to Geralt or Berengar? What if this is an older letter? And what if, because it's got me thinking, you know, what if Toller was the one who actually killed Berengar and stole his stuff, thus dealing with the Witcher? Now, Toller did not actually... okay, I was going to say, Toller did not actually give us any proof that he actually was a spy working for the king. However, he has to be, because the other guy, this guy, whatever is Roderick, has apparently an edict from the king stripping him of the position. So therefore, we have confirmation that he was and is an intelligence agent for the king. I'm going to lean towards Toller's side on this because, yeah, this is striking me as a. I think this guy is part of the forgery thing. Now, what is he's with Princess Ada. Can we glean any information from what she said? All right, at Luvarden's reception, I had the chance to meet Princess Ada. Some years ago, I relieved her of the Striga curse, and the princess has grown into a pretty, if somewhat wild and spoiled girl. Now, I can't remember exactly the story or the exact circumstances that led her to be cursed, but I'm wondering if she would hold some sort of animosity towards her family, like her father. And maybe she's compromised and working against the kingdom as well. All right, I'm siding with Toller. I don't know if that's the right answer, but just in case, I'm going to quick save, just in case I accidentally click on the wrong thing and I'll be like, no! All right, we're going to quick save here. Let's talk with Toller.
Made your decision?
I did.
Keep your hands off him.
You'll regret this. You will all regret it.
Quiet, priest. Thanks for your help, Geralt.
You best disappear for a while.
Good idea, but I must speak with you.
Later. I need to do something.
Fine. Meet me at the new Narracourt.
They just walked off. See, now, even if he was dismissed from his post, like I said, he didn't need to be killed. This guy was calling for Toller's death. Yeah. To me, everything just seems really sketchy on that guy's end. Even though we like I said, it's
Damn. Shit.
Toller. Yeah, there we go. Quick saving. We're committing to it. We're committing to it. Yeah. I don't know. Everything just seemed really sketchy. Where is Toller? Is he gonna be upstairs? No, there he is. He's sitting down. Hey, how's it going?
We meet again, Witcher.
Worked out that way, I guess.
I suppose I should thank you for saving my ass.
I'm still not sure it was smart to tangle with DeWitt.
Of course it was, provided you have Temeria's well-being at heart.
What do you mean?
There's something afoot.
You forget I'm a simple witcher.
It's like this. Before the king departed, he placed Vizima in my care. See?
Seems authentic. During my absence, I entrust you with...
I know you can read, Witcher, but notice both the king's seal and his signature.
I see. That isn't on the other edicts.
A seal can be stolen, but a signature is difficult to forge.
So the royal edicts are fakes?
Exactly.
Ah. Alright, so basically, Toller, it's assumed he showed me a piece of paper that actually, basically gave Toller his orders, like what he was supposed to be doing. And, on it has not only a seal, but also the signature. And, so yeah, I guess I guess that could confirm it? But then again, what's to say that that is actually the king's signature?
Hell with it.
Yeah. Anyways, I am actually out of time for today, so we're gonna have to stop things here. If you liked the video, you like the content, you'd like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you did not, because, you know, it was too slow or nothing really happened, I don't know, just go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. But, you know, regardless of what you thought, and regardless of what you do after this, you're gonna go watch more stuff, you're gonna go play games, whatever, until the next time we meet, I'd like to ask you all to game on.